All right, welcome back for another tutorial. Hopefully this won't take too long, and it will be very beneficial and helpful for beginner and intermediate players in the game of Golf Clash. Here's a couple things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about wind charts, club accuracies, ball guides. We're going to talk about how to use the take shot button effectively. We're going to talk about all the different caddies that are available within the game, such as Clash Caddy, which is an iPad, iPhone, iOS program, which you can buy through the App Store. Caddy for Golf Clash, which is an Android app, and then you have Golf Clash Notebook, which is an Android app. And I believe Golf Clash Notebook is for purchase. Caddy for Golf Clash may be free, and Clash Caddy, that when I first downloaded it, it was free. I don't know if they're charging for that now or not. But let's get into that, and we'll take a look at my program that I have on my iPad, but I don't use it because I have wind charts, and I'm so used to doing the measurements and calculations off of pieces of paper, which I prefer, than in the caddy itself. But let's work here real quick and take a look at it. So I'm going to open up, swiping from the right side of the screen over to left, and this is Clash Caddy, which again can be downloaded in the App Store. So what I've done is I have the Golden Clubs, which is automatically downloaded for you in the application, but I started this game, but I want to edit it, this bag, okay? So this is it. So here's a bag that's my regular bag, okay? And what you have to do basically is take this information, I'm going to close that real quick, and take a look at, for instance, all these different drivers. So you have a level 10, level 8, level 5, 9, 7, 4, and 2 respectively. So you open that back up and you say the rocket is level 10. I'm at level 8 for the extra mile. For the quarterback, I'm at level 9. For the rock, I'm at level 7. For the Thor's hammer, I'm at level 4. Apocalypse, I'm at level 2. And then the big topper, whoops, sorry, I'm at level 5. Okay, good. So we save that, okay? We can go back to this with edit, and I have all of that. So I want to select, I think you're allowed to select up to 11 clubs. So on a regular basis, I use the extra mile and the big topper, okay? So I'm going to save that. So that's my bag. That's number one. The second step, and we're just going to stick with the drivers, is taking a look at the wind. You can go right in here during the wind, during a game, and say, okay, the wind is 7.5 miles per hour. You can see that. So you can see that for these two clubs, that the extra mile 8 in this game is, each ring is worth 2.14 miles per hour. For the big topper, it's worth 2.79 miles per hour. So if you're at mid adjustment, you can see that the wind is affected when you're at its minimum distance, 2.7 miles. When you go to its mid distance at 3.1, and then if you have to use max, it's going to be 3.5 rings miles per hour. So let's just do this. If we go down to minimum, you can see it's 2.7, 2.7, 3.5 for extra mile. If you go to the max distance, it's now 2.7, 3.5, 3.5. Okay? So that's just another way. Let's just clear something, go 6 miles an hour. You can see the numbers change for both clubs, 2.1, 2.5, 2.8. If you go to the max, 2.1, 2.8, 2.8. So you can see that there are specific wind adjustments per club that you need. Okay, that's number 2. Let's go to number 3. This, I think, if you can find this instruction on YouTube, you're going to do yourself a huge favor. This is by Golf Clash Tommy. It was put out, man, when this first started, probably about 4 months after the application came out. But it's on YouTube, and you can go to the ring system, Golf Clash or Clash Caddy, Golf Clash tips and wind adjustment. This is a fantastic way to learn the rings and how to play the different winds. Now, again, that's one way of doing it. I do it a separate way with my sheets and the wind as compared to what the club accuracies are. So I don't have enough time or enough, I just can't pay attention enough, I guess, to the wind, going into an application like this, plugging in numbers, watching for the take shot button, then adjusting my ring play, and then getting the shot off on time. I just, that's too much work for me. But what I wanted to do was bring this application up so that you can see that there is out there on YouTube, Golf Clash Tommy ring system. You really need to go out there and take a look at it. Okay, so I'm going to push this away now. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play a game or so. We'll just do a low-level tour. Play one-on-one. And I'm going to go over the take shot button, okay? So let's go down here to level 2. Not trying to beat up on anybody. I should be matched up to people who have similar trophy counts that I do. That may take a while to find somebody. There we go, Daniel. Doesn't tell you how many he has until we get into the game, so you can't back out. So let's take a look. So we'll talk about the take shot button, which is usually located at the bottom of the page. So we're going first. All right, see that take shot button down there? Okay, so I can hit it all the way out here, which is fine. So we'll just do that. We're going to get rid of this ball, though, and we're just going to use a Marlin ball, okay? And we're going to go like that. We're going to make some adjustments there. That's not going to make it, so we'll just hit it back here. So what I want to know is that this extra mile is 2.1 miles per ring. So I move the screen to that take shot. So that's about half of 2.1. So I just move it over like that. I hit the take shot button. I pull it back to normal, curl it a little bit, try to hit a perfect ball. And you can see the result of my adjustment. But again, you really need to know the accuracy of the club and how that pertains and relates to miles per hour. And what I'll do, I'll send a link at the bottom of this video, which will have my ring adjustments as well as the club guide, sheets that you all can take a look at, maybe print out. You could utilize until you get familiar with them, and then possibly utilize them in game. So we'll play another couple shots here using the take shot button. And you know, I don't have any grids on my screen. There are some grids available in, I believe, Golf Clash Notebook, where it's automatically built into the application. So it's a lot easier to use their little faint grids than the take shot button, but we don't have that here. So, well, luckily I have the big dog. And I don't need all that spin. I think that's good. Full right there. 2.5. I think we're at the big dog in this one is at 2.1 miles per hour. So let's try to get that right in the center of the bullseye. Pull out, that's 2.1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about 2.5. Right there. Curl it. Try to hit perfect. Little great. So that'll be a little bit right of the stick more than likely. It will be right at the stick. Luckily, it funnels back towards the hole there. So you can see it's not that difficult of a game or a process using the take shot button if, big if you know how many miles per hour each ring is valued at. And again, that is based off of how upgraded your clubs are. Like for instance, if you have a 0 accuracy, each ring is going to be 3 miles per hour. If you have a 5 accuracy, it's going to be 2 miles per hour. And if your club accuracy is 100%, I said that wrong the second time, 0, 50, or 100, just use those 3 points. 0 is going to be 3 miles per hour per ring. If you have a 50% accuracy, it's going to be 2 miles per hour per ring. And if you have 100% accuracy, you'll have 1 mile per hour per ring. So we'll put this in here. And it's just like that. So we'll wait for our opponent to finish up here. But again, if you want to win more, if you want to become more accurate, and you want to climb up the ranks per se and get it close on shootouts, and you're tired of, you know, tying everyone during the 3 or 4 shots during the basic hole, but then going to the shootout and you're trying to eye up the wind and trying to figure out, hey, how much should I really adjust for? We can stop that right now today. We can give you the tools necessary for you to practice with the wind guides, the accuracy guides, and then utilize the take shot button with those tools, and you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. All right, so we're going to win this one, and we'll play one more with the take shot button concept, and we'll end the video, and then we'll see if any of you have any questions or comments. All right, let's go back to a one-on-one match. Let's try Tour 4. See what happens on Tour 4. Again, with the trophy count, you should be matched up with people similar to your trophy counts. And I know I hear a regular basis that 30 or 40% more trophies than I have, or it's not, you know, the matching isn't right all the time. But, you know, in this type of algorithm, is all dependent on who's online and who's playing and who they can find to match you up with. So it's not going to be perfect all the time, but I guess we can only work hard to be prepared and utilize the information we have and take advantage of that. So we're going to have to overpower this. No, we're not. You know, we're going to switch balls here. We're going to go with the katana ball. Oh, yeah. And we're going to that and that. Take shot button, 0.9. So this is 2.1, so that's about half, right? So right there, just a short little adjustment like that. Come down there, try to hit it perfect. A little bit of side spin. Hit it great, but that side spin should actually take advantage of any type of great hit that we have, and that'll be fine. On this hole, it'd be nicer if you're up near the bunker, because then you have a short iron in, and with a lot of backspin on some of these clubs, you can actually knock it in for an eagle. So we'll wait for our opponent to connect. I'm not hitting perfect shots because I have about 4 or 5 different applications open underneath here. I got YouTube open, I have my email open, I think I have another online program open. So it's important. I don't do this enough myself, but before you ever play a game, you ought to go to your programs and delete all, not delete, but close all the open applications underneath the Golf Clash game, which then gives you better internet connectivity, and the needle speed won't lag as much. All right, he's in the water. So this may just be a forfeit. You never know. He may just forfeit based off of that, or he may not. So we'll see. We'll do our best here. I hope he doesn't, so we can continue to, yeah, see, that's what happens. Look, he had 2,600 trophies, and he still hit it in the water, so on Tour 4. So it happens. So let's play another one just so that we can go through a couple more adjustments. with all of you. And you can then go out and practice on your own. And what's also important is that if you're a member of Facebook, and you have to be linked to Facebook, you can play against friends, and you don't lose trophies, you don't gain trophies. The only thing that you win or lose are coins. So you stay at the same level at all times against friendlies, but it's a good way of practicing. So if you can coordinate with someone within the clan, someone who's a friend of yours that is online, I mean, you can coordinate and play 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games and get as much practice in that way, one-on-one or one versus one, and not adjust your standings, lose your coins, lose your trophies, etc. I don't even know what hole this is. Let's go with a Kingmaker. I have no idea what hole this is. Oh, okay. This is par 5. So 2.4 is there. Downwind 10%. This is 2.1, so that's about 2.4. Cannot overpower it. Oh! Like I said, very bad lag because I have all of these programs open, but still not going to hurt us.
Perfect shot.
All right. So he's a little short there. This is a really good hole to practice the take shot button on. Excuse me. So obviously 2.9 that way, when we have 2.1. So that would be, well, first of all, I want to adjust for this, which is there. Then 2.9. So 2.1, 2 is 3.15. So 1.5 is 3.1. So just short of that. And take our shot. Roll it up there. Oh! All right. Well, that's not a very good adjustment, was it? We'll get up and down there for birdie. We're not really even from there. It's not that difficult to make a birdie from there. It's difficult to make the eagle chip, but we can make a birdie from the sand. That's not a problem. So you can see he's going to struggle here. Doesn't have enough sniper to get him up over into that second fairway.
Great shot.
So he has to hit it short. Good shot. Oh, we may not be. Oh yeah, we do. We got plenty of ball here. So we're just going to do this. Don't want to go too short because that will make us fall down. Malibu is 1, so 1.7, 1 per ring. So we'll just go like that because you don't want to be too short. Overpower it just a little bit so we get it to the back of the green. Perfect shot.
Perfect shot.
Yep, right there. You see how that is? We're right behind the hole, went exactly straight based off of the wind adjustment that we were looking for, and that's all due to using the take shot button to give you a precise number, or as precise number as possible when you're lining up shots. So we'll take a look at E-Rex, see if he can't come through with the Eagle chip, make his adjustment of 1.6. Now what happens up here on this hole, because it's elevated, it will hit into the front of the green potentially and bounce left. So you need to keep that in consideration. Boom, and bounces left. So it always does that. So if you're going to play this hole down the road in another tournament, make sure you're aware if you're going to come in for an eagle or a birdie attempt or something like that, you need to play it outside that hole by a small margin so that when it hits that front slope and bounces left, you're going to have the opportunity to get it in the hole. So it's the little nuances like this in the game. And there are so many different courses, so many different holes. I just implore you all to go to golfclashnotebook.io. It'll show you all the different courses, it'll show all the different tournaments, it'll show you all the different configuration of the holes, show you elevation changes, it'll show you how to hit a power slice. It's an amazing website, golfclashnotebook.io. You're going to learn a lot of information from that site. But today, again, what we're trying to figure out here is take shot button, how to use it appropriately, and how to win more games. So here's what we're going to do. Whoops. All right, 2.7. And this is, Goliath is 2 miles per hour. So 3 would be 1.5, right around there. Right there's about 2.7. Bring it back at the angle of the wind. Have to hit a perfect shot.
Perfect shot.
Hole in one. I'm glad I made that because that'll tell you the importance of the take shot button, knowing your wind and ring adjustments so that you can make these type of shots in shootouts so that you can, I don't want to say it, but you can bury your opponent on a regular basis and you can climb up in accuracy, climb up in your confidence and your win ratio. So good luck to all of you out there. I think I'm going to end the video on that good shot of mine. We'll wait till our opponent makes his shot and we'll see how he or she adjusts. They don't really show you the take shot button adjustment on their gameplay, but you can see he's rotating the screen, using the adjustment on the take shot button, and he only hits a great ball, so that's more than likely not going to go in to the hole. So you have to hit perfect shots, and plus he took a different route, the hop shot, but it was still a pretty good shot. I think most of us would take that shot if we didn't know how to do the ring adjustments. But there you go. Have a great afternoon. Like button, subscribe button, comments, what you like, what you didn't like, and see you in the next video. Thanks.